Can you sleep,
Yeah, hold
bitch?
on. I'm on the way. Okay.
Oh, I also wanted to talk to you about The Walking Dead.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so let me
Yeah,
just
yeah,
give
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
let me just give a warning for this video for like the two people who are ever gonna watch this. Um,
Which is me and whoever else happens to watch this video.
well, I'm gonna watch it when I edit it, but that doesn't really count.
Right. Yeah, it
So
counts. I'm
just
lost.
uh,
I don't know where my house is.
just a spoiler warning.
Never mind, I found it.
Gonna be probably talking about Walking Dead spoilers from like season 9. So,
Season 9. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
well, yeah, I've watched a couple weeks ago. I got up to Rick's last episode,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where I've stopped right now. I might finish season 9. I don't know. It just that
Mm-hmm.
episode. Well, I wanted to get your opinion of it, like, because that's where you stopped too, right? You stopped with Rick's last
For a
episode.
while. Yes, I mean, I don't know if I haven't seen you in a while to talk to you about it, but I started watching it with my fiance again just to see
Yep.
what was going on Netflix because like the season after that we were like, oh, we're a little behind, or maybe it was a mid-season finale, so there was like a bunch of episodes we
Right.
just stopped watching. So, but now we're all caught up. Oh, until the newest season, which I can't watch because I don't have DirecTV.
Yeah.
But anyways, so yes, the answer is
Okay.
yes.
Well, I just wanted to get your opinion on how, because I thought that was a really great episode, like Rick's last
Mm-hmm.
episode, like with the bridge, like, that hurt and him being impaled on that rebar,
Yeah.
which is really epic and kind of disgusting. And then blowing up that bridge and the whole thing. I just, like, apparently some people thought it was a bit of a cop out, like how he exited the show.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was like fantastic. Also because it was shown that he survived all of that, which I'm not sure what to think about that because that seemed like a pretty intense thing.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow he's just like alive, just chilling on the
Right.
riverbed. It's like, okay,
And some bitches pick him up in a helicopter, and then he's just
yeah, and they
gone.
just flew away. I did like how, the space junk song. Do you know that song?
Sure.
The song that plays at the end of the pilot.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It played during like the end of that scene, and I thought that was a really cool little like callback sort of thing, which I'm
Yeah.
sure some people found annoying just because it was, I don't know, it's just kind of weird music, I guess, to
Mm-hmm.
use for such a like dramatic scene like that. But I thought I really liked it, and honestly, that episode, the reason I've sort of stopped after that is 'cause I just thought that was like a really good. It really felt like a finale, like it could have been like the series finale. So
Like if no other episodes were after that, you'd be all right.
honestly, yeah, well, yeah, I thought it was, because the series starts with him looking for his family,
Mm.
like the first episode, and then,
Right.
at the end he's like, I found him, that kind of stuff, like talking about all the people he's
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
met, and
After.
I guess like Judith and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it just seemed like a nice, like complete circle. Like it just that episode really wrapped up his story, and obviously he's the main dude of that show. Um, it just felt like a good like last episode, if there was one, I guess.
Yeah. So for me, it irritated me a little bit just because I knew that in the comics, like which is what this was supposed to be based off of,
Yeah.
that like you saw, obviously if you got to Rick's part, you saw Coral
Coral. Wait, what?
doing his thing, right? Dying.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I didn't
um,
like skip anything.
No, I know. I just wanted to make sure.
Well,
I
yeah.
always make sure after. But
Yeah.
so I know in the comics everything happened like differently. Like Rick is supposed to be the, I guess, protagonist like the entire time through the series.
Right.
So that after he died, I was like, well, how the or whatever, however they ended him off the show of the TV series. I was then like, how is this series going to continue? Because Rick literally is what the show has been based off of. Like
Yeah.
every villain that they faced, like the people that they're now going against, or like whatever, their enemies, everything leading up to that has all been like, Rick is like supposed to be in like all of that. So like
Yeah.
now the story is completely changed. Like whoever these writers are now have to write their own
Well, I mean, that's kind of
like
how it's
adaptation to like the comic book.
that's kind of how it's been since the beginning. Like the TV series has never been like 100% uh like on with the comics.
Not always,
Like
but
for
it's
the
been very close until now.
well
Like
like
it's just like a free for all.
for the most part, it's like the general like plot line, like them being like in Atlanta, and then the farm and the prison,
Mm-hmm.
and the governor. But like specific character stuff is quite different. Like I think Carol dies like really early on in the comics. And obviously
Mm.
she's like the longest living female uh of the show.
Yeah,
And then
Sadie and I were having that same conversation. We're just like Daryl and Carol are literally the
yeah,
only
the only
remaining
OGs.
people from. Yeah, I mean Michonne has been pretty close,
I mean, that's the other
but
thing.
she's not.
Like one of the other little things about me not um having like a whole lot of interest in like the rest of season 9 is like obviously there's no Rick,
Mm-hmm.
and I love Rick.
Right.
But there's no Maggie either. Like
Yeah, that's the other
she leaves
thing.
the show.
Like she just walks away and like some sort of weird thing. She gets on a horse. I don't even know if she had her kid or not. Like she was freaking pregnant, right?
No, she did.
Oh, okay.
At
Well,
the
I don't
at the
remember. So she just steals her kid and then takes off on a horse and she just leaves Hilltop. And I'm like, all right, well that's
there was a
BS. Like that's how you send her off the show, is just riding off into the sunset and never to come back. Like it's just so many unanswered stuff, and I hate that.
there was a bit of a time skip, like in between season eight
That's what it
and
was.
9. There was like a year and a half jump.
Right.
So anyway, I really liked how they handled Rick's departure. I was happy with it.
It's cool, and the only reason I'm all right with it is that, so I've heard, is that they're working on a standalone like Rick
Yeah.
movie,
Films, yeah.
which like whatever. So that'd be pretty
That'd
cool.
be epic.
Right.
I don't see
Like that's
movies.
insane.
I don't really see movies in theaters that much, like at all. But
Mm.
if that did play in theaters, I would be on that. Like, I don't know.
It's a must watch. I just wonder how, like, since it's not like comic book related, how the frick they're gonna spin that off. Like I just don't know what possibly.
Well, yeah,
could
it's gonna
happen.
be.
It's like its own story. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't.
But like I don't know what's his objective. Like is his objective to get back to the group that he just was with, or now
Maybe.
he's like his own separate? Like he changes his name and
I don't know.
backstory, and he's like, I'm never going back. Because like for me, I'd like to see like a movie to the point where then he like somehow comes back to the Walking Dead universe, even though it's probably be like season like 27, and like somehow the show's still going on, and like Judith is like an old lady now, and
Yeah.
or whatever.
Well, Carl. Okay, so the thing with Carl, because I know he survives to the end in the comic, and I read that the show runners they wanted to make Rick seem more. I read that they wanted to make Rick seem more like what's the word? They wanted to give, I guess it was like a plot hole or whatever in the comics was about like Rick sparing Negan at the end of the war.
Right.
They wanted to make that easier to understand, like why Rick would do that for the show,
Mhm.
and that's why they had Carl die, because it would make Rick more like,
Well, because Carl was making all those notes and letters,
yeah,
and
because he
saving
wanted
people
like
and shit.
he wanted there to be like peace and stuff, and so Rick was gonna be like Carl, you know, like remembering him,
Right.
and then save Negan. Like that's exactly what happened at the end of season 8, and
Which was stupid, by the way.
I mean, I can understand
Just
that from like a writer's perspective, how that would all make sense.
I guess.
Plus, you know,
The only
Carl,
reason.
like also realistically, like Chandler Riggs, you know, he's not gonna be doing that forever. You know, he's a young actor.
Yeah.
So anyway,
What was I gonna say? I honestly was happy that Negan wasn't dead, and it's only because Negan was
wait,
probably my favorite sarcastic, like badass.
before
in
you
that.
say too much, just remember I haven't everything past Rick's.
Yeah, well, I'm talking past Negan too, anyways.
Okay,
But like he was like my favorite villain.
I just don't want spoilers.
I won't give you any.
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
He was like my favorite. I mean, I'm trying to think of like if I was to rank them, it goes Negan. Probably, I don't know. The Governors might be 2.
I love the Governor. I love that character. Honestly.
Do you remember Terminus?
Yeah, yes.
That was very short lived. So like
It was.
I don't even count them.
Gareth.
Oh yeah,
That was the guy's.
Gareth,
That was the guy's
damn.
name. Well, because there's.
Yeah.
That was like the end of
forgot
season.
about him.
That was like the last like. Well, because like the end of, like the latter half of season 4. Was like getting to Terminus.
Right. It's just everybody on a train track walking, like for like 10 episodes. It was just other people's journeys.
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. There was that episode where Rick tore out
It was boring.
that guy's throat.
Oh yeah,
With his
like that
teeth.
biker gang.
That was pretty gnarly.
That was sick. Just bit that dude's tree.
I need coordinates for a moment. Well, no, I don't. But yeah, like they get to Terminus at like the end of season 4,
Mhm.
and then obviously the whole thing, like actually at Terminus, only lasts like 2 episodes.
Yeah, and then they're out.
But
you know
then
what pisses me off the most about that is that I literally went like it was that season when I knew they were going to be in Terminus, and I was like, this is about to be effed up. Like they're finally like effed. They're like someone's
Yeah.
gonna die here. Like it's huge.
Yep.
I bought a shirt. I went with my fiance and another friend who actually ruled, the guy that I told you about that you've seen
yeah.
in the store
Yeah.
now and then. He'll come over and talk to me. We all went to Hot Topic, and since it was every Sunday night, we always used to hang out like Sunday nights with a bunch of other group of people like in high school and stuff.
Mhm.
And we all bought shirts, and I bought a like sick like I don't know shirt that said like "Welcome to Terminus" or whatever, and it was like this really cool shirt. And I was like, oh yeah, like I can't wait to watch this. And then like that new season kicked off, and they were out of Terminus in like one episode. I was like, this shirt literally means nothing anymore. Like, I just just throw it away. And the only reason I thought it was cool was because the store I went into was like, oh yeah, we got this Walking Dead shirt, and we haven't even put it on the shelves yet.
Whoa.
And they like brought it out. Yeah, so I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I'm gonna be the first one to buy this and like have it. And then I bought it, and then
Wait.
and then a week later, they were like out of Terminus, and I'm like, no wonder they didn't have this selling because they knew. Anyways, that's my story about Terminus and how I hated that.
Yep. I got a foot cramp.
Oh no.
Well, that episode was like, even though they weren't actually at Terminus for very long, and then they actually like had to deal with the whole Terminus people like following them.
Yeah, that was
like,
freaking insane.
Like 2-3 other episodes. You know, like the whole thing with Ben, or Bob, whatever.
Yeah, Bob. You're eating tainted meat.
Yeah.
God, I love that line.
But That episode was really, really intense. The first, like
Yeah.
the one where they actually, like escape Terminus and Carol pretty much destroys it.
Oh yeah, she's a badass with a sniper.
So-
Just hits that friggin' tank. I'm like, yeah, boy.
Even though it wasn't very long lived, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So, like I said, like I've started watching it again, like the after Rick episodes, because we watched.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't remember but we watched. Sadie and I must have watched like 4 or 5 after that, and then stopped. Because a character dies later on, fighting like this new group of people, which I won't
Yeah.
like spoil anything for you, but like, and that's where we stopped again, or like we followed it and just stopped watching, like we didn't care anymore to like actually watch it live.
Okay.
So then finally that season that we were watching after Rick had like ended, and like I think they're on season 11. Right
10
now.
right now. Yeah.
I don't know what season they're on, but I haven't watched season 10. I watched all of season 9.
Yep.
Or, yeah, I think.
You think?
Well, because I don't remember what season it's in.
So this is confusing.
But I want to say it's season 9. And honestly, it got pretty dank towards the end. Like, I was surprised. I wasn't sure like how they were gonna twist like the series after.
Yep.
And make me like it. And then I ended up liking it again. It got pretty brutal towards the end, and now I'm concerned on what happens. So,
All right.
I'm back in it.
Sweet.
Especially this new group.
Damn
Bunch
it.
of weirdos.
Yeah. This is just gonna be the episode where we just talk about The Walking Dead for like a half hour.
It can be, whatever. That's
probably literally gonna be the name of the video. It's the one where we talk about The Walking Dead.
To Walking Dead, to Dead Walking.
Uh.
Who's name your top 5 favorite characters from that show?
All right. Wait. Damn it. How's this? Wait. Can we sleep?
Yeah.
I need
by my bed.
daylight. It's gonna make this it's gonna be a bit easier to think about what I'm doing. If I can actually see. Piss off, numbnuts.
Okay.
Favorite characters. I'd say Maggie
Mm-hmm.
from 1 to 5. Probably Maggie, Rick, Daryl, and Carl. I'm not entirely sure what order for that. Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say Maggie, Rick, Daryl, Carl. And 5th, probably Abraham.
Nice.
I loved Abraham.
My top 5 has to be.
What the F? Oh,
If we're going from-
penis.
If we're going from 1 down, probably Daryl,
Daryl.
Rick, Glenn.
Yeah, Rip.
Yeah, rest in peace, Glenn. I'll find you. Okay. Sure. His eyes like out of his head and shit. Okay.
That was so
So-
bad.
Yeah, I loved it.
That
Well, no,
was
I didn't. I was actually sick. I felt like sick to my stomach watching it live, but Glenn's
so
3,
bad.
4,
Sorry, what?
Maggie. I was just trying to think. 4 was Maggie. I really liked Maggie, and then 5.
Maggie's awesome.
I gotta think about this one.
Okay, so that's gonna go out. So I'm doing these ones.
I think 5 for me is Eugene.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Eugene-
I
okay.
liked- Eugene was funny as shit, like in the very beginning.
His
and then,
character-
Like, I don't know. I just like the way he's.
His character confused me so much in like season 8, like when he was, like when he went with the Saviors. You know?
Yeah.
That really confused me.
Actually, maybe not Eugene. I'll say Negan. Negan should be in my top 5. Negan's top 5. He's like one of my favorite characters. He really is. Every time he said something at the friggin' Savior compound, I'd laugh.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, "Excuse the shit out of me," and I'd be like,
Yeah.
"That's funny."
All right, I need more redstone.
And then he'd be like, "I will shut that shit down, no exceptions." That was great. I just loved him. He's such a good villain.
Yeah. He is. I would agree with that. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of a thing on the edge of this, I think. Do. Chloe wants me to watch The Walking Dead. Like season 9.
Does she? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She keeps talking about how great it is.
It was pretty good. 10's out.
It's just there's
Or
no
actually, all of season 10's out. But here's the thing.
Is it?
Yeah, because you
still
can go on
airing?
their website. No, well, season 10's over. I guess
is
like
it?
they're moving on to season 11. So like they had their season finale, and I think actually season 11's airing right now.
I don't know about that.
I'm almost certain. I'm actually gonna look right now.
Check your facts, sir. I think. Oh, yeah?
What the hell was that? I need that as like a soundbite. Oh.
I try to overreact, you know, like for the video because it's funny, and then I.
It is funny.
Sometimes I do too much. I just found some lava. I need a bucket.
Oh, never mind. They're on season 10.
I
So I haven't finished
back.
season 9? What am I on?
You haven't finished season 9? How do you not know?
Because I don't know the friggin' names of the seasons. Because I used to watch it live, and then I watched on Netflix, and I don't remember the season. So I must have finished season 9.
Alright.
I just need to look. Hold on. Season 9.
But yeah, she's like, yeah, it's like so great and stuff. You gotta watch it, dude. I'm just like not terribly interested.
Okay.
Because there's no Rick,
So
and there's no Maggie.
season 9.
So what's even the point?
Season 9
Yep.
ended on March 31st, 2019. So last year.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Sounds
Okay, so
accurate.
season 10. Okay, season 10 is
Yeah.
on AMC, so it's not on Netflix, right? It's on
Right.
AMC, and I saw this post from AMC saying that you could watch season 10 on their website, like from beginning to end or whatever. I was like, damn, that's sick.
Oh, really?
So I went on.
Do you have to have
I
like
signed up.
Okay.
So you needed a direct TV. You need like a TV provider. So I signed in with my dad and mom's TV, right? 'Cause they have
Right.
direct TV and they have AMC. So I'm like, all right, I can finally do it. And what they did, these bitches, is that they made it so that you can't watch episodes 1 through 9, but you can watch 10 in current. And I'm like, how
What?
does that make sense to me? Like, why would I start at episode 10 to like 16 or however many episodes there are? I think you can watch. Yeah, I think they have 16.
Well, maybe the
episodes,
first
'cause
9
they
just
do 8.
like maybe the first 9 episodes are just like bad.
No, that's not the point. I need to see what leads up, like what they're leading up to. Like, why would I skip ahead? I'm gonna miss something. So, anyways, I don't think you can do it, which just takes me off a little bit just thinking about it. Do it.
Do it. Do it. I need some slime balls.
Damn. If they have it on Amazon Prime Video, I might have to start buying episodes just to watch them. I'll freaking do it. I'm about to. I'm telling my fiance tomorrow because she wants to
You gonna
start a new
buy?
series.
You're gonna
Yeah,
buy it?
I'm
Just
gonna watch
wait.
it. Yeah. No, I
And
want to
I
watch
think
it
in
now.
September, because I started rewatching The Walking Dead like back in August.
Mm-hmm.
In September, I think is when they put up each season. So like last September, I think they put up 9.
Daryl, I don't want to wait that long.
Well,
Like
just
I'm watching it
it's only
now, and
like
now I
five
want to
months.
know what happened. Listen, after the season finale of season, wait, what
What am I
season
getting?
did you just finish? Season 8?
Yeah, so
You haven't watched season 9 at all.
including Rick's departure, I've seen um up through the first 5 episodes of season 9.
Of season 9. Okay, okay.
Okay, what am I getting?
Season 9, the way season 9 ends, had me shook. So I had to
All right.
now I want to watch the rest. I didn't normally think so, and then
I guess I
season
gotta
nine's
watch it.
finale hit, and now, well, actually, it wasn't even the finale. The finale was terrible. It was the episode before the finale that was crazy, and I was like, "What the frick? This must be the finale." And then there was one more episode, and it made not a damn, it made no sense. There was nothing cool, nothing happened.
Okay.
There's a storm. I'll just say that
There's
there's a
nothing
storm.
cool.
Yeah, nothing cool happened. Nothing. You know how everybody dies in the season finales or
Well,
whatever?
I mean, not always, but
You get it, but that's
yeah.
when the crazy thing or something, how the story shifts, the crazy roller coaster is supposed to hit right at the end of the season finale.
Yeah.
And instead, they dropped all the shit right on the episode before the finale. So then there's a finale.
Well, the finale was probably
last
the aftermath.
It wasn't.
It was
though.
the burn.
I'm telling you. Listen, the season ending, this episode, season 9, episode 16, the very last episode of the season was terrible. It didn't make any sense. I guess it is a little bit of aftermath, but it was just a boring episode. Nothing happened. Everything cool that could have happened in the episode before. I don't know. They should have just ended it like that.
Well, it's probably just because, the way you're describing it, it sounds like all of the shit hit the fan, and then, the final episode is just, cleaning the fan afterwards.
Yeah, but that's
what
boring.
Like.
End it with the shit hitting the fan, and then have you in suspense until the next season. Instead, they did that, and then it wasn't even good.
You know what I didn't like?
The shit. It was like Nicole on a slicer. There's shit everywhere still.
I don't like how... I do like what they did with Carl. Carl! You know, his whole send-off, I thought it was really... I really liked all that.
Yep.
It was sort of a... I didn't... he dies because he got bit. Doing the same stuff he's been doing for 8 seasons. Just getting bit by one walker. I mean, I get that's how he was able to know about how he was going to die, and then writing all his letters and stuff. So in that way it makes sense, but it just... Anyway, I don't like how they literally just did it the episode where it was discovered that he got bit. That was the mid-season finale. So they knew it was going to be a big cliffhanger.
Right.
And then I think the mid-season should have ended with the episode, with that next episode, him it's the whole build up to him actually dying. I think that should have been the finale. But they just having these cliffhangers. Can we sleep?
Yeah. Yep.
And then also what I think they should have done is, with Abraham and Glenn, I think, again, they just did it for the cliffhanger, but I think Abraham should have actually died at the end of season 6. I think at the end, in that finale, I think it should have actually shown him dying, and then that would have been it for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next episode would have started with, right after that, and then Daryl, taking the swipe at Negan, and then Glenn dying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a lot more interesting that way.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that they stuck to the comics pretty hard right there. I think Abraham was not, but Glenn definitely was. That whole Negan and Glenn thing was written in stone.
Spot on.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me think.
Do you know? I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. Maybe I just won't ask that.
Maybe just don't say anything.
Yeah, I won't ask.
Okay, so that's all set.
Because like I was gonna
that.
ask you if you knew who the new group was that they like kind of run into,
Chloe referred to them as.
or like what their next like
You probably shouldn't comment.
roadblock.
You probably shouldn't comment on this. Like how. She's referring to this new group as the Skins.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound accurate?
Yeah. I mean that
How's
is
this gonna
like.
work?
I guess they don't really have a name. I don't call them that, but like whatever.
All right.
But yeah, so you know that there's something out there. That's all that matters.
Yeah. That's just what she keeps calling them.
Yeah. Who does?
Chloe.
Oh, so Chloe has said stuff. Interesting.
Yeah.
Weird that she calls him that. I don't call him that.
She really wants me to watch the rest of season 9.
You should.
Because I told her where I stopped.
Watch it.
I told her where I stopped, and she was like, "You gotta watch the rest of it."
She's not wrong. I think at first like I would have been on the same boat as you. Because like I was. I literally haven't watched it for like a year and a half. Or a year. And then actually it was a year. It literally ended last year, and then now I've watched it and finished it like last week, and now I'm like, holy frick.
Oh.
That was nuts.
Season 9?
Yeah.
Flippin'
So now I'm
skeleton.
back in.
Yep. Alright.
No, it's a.
Okay,
It was
so
good.
the E
And
is
now I'm-
good.
Do you watch any other shows besides, like I'm just asking because like my fiance wants to watch this show called Westworld.
I've heard about that. I haven't watched it.
Okay.
How is this gonna work? Shit. Wait, so maybe that does that. Oh, okay. Well, no, it's not gonna work. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking. Wait. Can that... Damn it. Maybe that's like this. I guess. And what about that one? That one's gonna have to be the other side. I think. I can't even see it. Okay. I watched Lost. I have watched Lost. Hello?
Yeah, I couldn't get into it. I knew it had lots of seasons, and that's why I wanted to watch it. And I watched all season 1, and I just couldn't
Right.
do it.
We've discussed this.
I don't know. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah. No, just leave it. Whatever.
Wait. Oh, yeah.